Well, a very good evening to you. Of course, this is the Budding Entrepreneur, and of course, my name is Nixie Ann. Well, in the past few weeks, we've really been focusing on the industry of entertainment, rather. And today, I hope to change the course of that journey and actually introduce to you something very interesting. With us in studio is one Miss Adelaide. She's going to tell us about what her insurance company is. Something you should note though, this is an insurance company that's actually utilizing the technological era that we are living in. You want to know how? Then please stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Adelaide Odhiambo, CEO and founder of Bluewave. Now at Bluewave, we want to ensure that everyone in Kenya and then Africa has access to affordable, efficient microinsurance products. Products that can help you at the point of your disability, at the point of life, and at the point of hospitalization. And you do this by dialing *643# right now.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Please tell us a bit about Bluewave. And by a bit, I actually mean a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So, Bluewave is a microinsurance startup, and what we are trying to do is ensure that the entire Kenyan population have access to affordable, efficient, and working insurance solutions. Mm-hmm. So how do we do that? We've tapped into mobile devices, and what we try to do is focus to devices that are the simplest basic feature phone. Because if we can offer our solutions in the simplest basic feature phone, we're talking Kabambe, Katwin, you know, anybody can access insurance. Yeah. And we just realized that most of the conventional insurance products out there only talk to those who are wealthy. And if you think about insurance, even if you think about yourself, yeah, you say, do I have maybe a big house? Do I have a big business? Do I have a vehicle that I value too much and that's what should be insured? And at Bluewave, we say that every single person should have access to insurance, be it life insurance, disability insurance, health insurance, fire insurance, anything that is of value and close to you. Mm-hmm. We try to make it accessible to you with a simple basic feature phone, and all you need to do is dial a USSD platform, which is a short code. Right. You dial it and for free, and you have access to an array of insurance products. Yeah.
So if somebody is out there and they'd actually want to know, what is this Bluewave insurance, microfinance rather, what is it about? Can they just go online onto the website and actually get the USSD code?
Yes.
Yeah, and the whole procedure of it?
Yeah, so what you'll do if you want to know about Bluewave, just Google www.blue-wave.co.ke, and there you'll be able to get an array of the services that we offer. You'll get an array of the different products that we offer. You'll get to meet the team. You'll be able to see what we're about. And if you just dial that code, or if you come to our offices on Gong Road, ground floor, Bishop Magwa, you'll be able to reach out to part of our team, and we'll be able to tell you a lot more about what our business does.
What's your position in Bluewave?
I'm the CEO and founder of Bluewave.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, okay, that's interesting. So this raises the question,
yes,
what led you to actually want to start Bluewave? With the agenda that it holds and the mission that it carries, what led you to that?
Okay, so I know I'm talking to Kenyans and most likely very young of you. I've been in the insurance industry for about 13 years now. Wow. And I founded Bluewave 2 years ago. And what motivated me to actually found the company is there was a huge gap in innovative insurance products. If you think about insurance now, you'll either have to know an insurance agent or an insurance broker, or you need to know an insurance company where you'll go and visit and they'll tell you about their services. For me, it was a bit frustrating. It was very archaic and it was just not reaching the masses really. So what drove me to just design Bluewave as I did was to be able to put now the gaps in innovation and put it in a platform where everybody who hears about a product can be able to access it immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
What tools of trade have you had to deal with so far?
Wow, so the most basic is we have an online platform where you go in and you can just shop and buy whichever insurance products you have. We also use a mobile device as our key tool, really, because anybody who has a device, if you're listening to me now, one of our products called Imarisha Jamii, you just dial *643#, you select Imarisha Jamii and you buy the product.
That sounds familiar.
Yes, Imarisha Jamii. It's underwritten by Jubilee Insurance. We are actually the platform owners and the administrators who actually power and give life to the product through the technology platform. And some of the tools we use are business cards, email. So we're very digital. We actually don't even have a printer in our office. So we try to ensure that.
Are you bragging?
No, it's not bragging. It's just trying to say that let's get rid of old thoughts. Let's use technology as much as we can, and just ensure that anybody who hears or anybody who sees can actually access your products.
It feels like Bluewave has the diversity to deal with as a client. You're pretty much targeting anyone and everyone at the same time.
Yes.
How do you... I mean, that's very broad. You know, when you have a target market like the ages of 18 to 24, then it's kind of easier for you to target them and actually get to them.
Okay.
But then yours is like from 18 all the way to 100.
Yeah, actually it's from 0 to 100.
0 to 100?
Yes.
Wow. So how do you maximize on your advertising and how do you actually go about it?
Okay, so it's important to note that most of our business decisions are more product based. We have specific products that just target businesses. We have Imarisha Jamii, which you said is a little bit familiar, which targets the mass market, and we're looking at an 18 to a maybe 40-year-old person. And we also have products that are just targeting business people. So how we target and market really depends on the product that we are rolling out at the time. So for instance, in Imarisha Jamii, we want to run an SMS campaign through a database of clients who we already have. So we'll push these messages to them, those who have either bought it before, and we'll tell them a lot more, why haven't you made a claim? Do you understand the process? And use our channel to be able to either generate more business. We also have another angle where if you're a student right now, you can be able to register in one of our products, Imarisha Jamii for starters, and actually become an agent and sell that product. So when you enroll, it just takes about a minute. You are now, you'll get a message giving you a unique code which you can use to sell. So we'll use you as a channel to reach your networks and be able to sell the product and gain a commission. So we are also diving into Facebook and most of the other social media channels to see if we can create a lot more awareness. Some of these channels are good because you can educate a little bit more than what an SMS can do. And we are hoping that within the next 6 to 7 months, maybe come back here, KUTv or KU Radio if you have one, and talk a lot more. And talk a lot more about the products.
All right, with the tools of trade that you've said you had to work around with, how much capital did you need, really?
Wow, so it's capital intensive in the point where you have to design, you have to get software designers and programmers to actually design the code for you. So the bulk of our capital injection has been through there, and if we can just approximate maybe 10 to 15 million in the course of the last 2 years.
Wow. Okay. And so far, have you had any challenges when it comes to the legal formalities that you have to get approved?
Not really, because of my, I have an actuarial science degree, so I have the credentials and the credibility to set up a microinsurance or an insurance agency as I did. So the legalities around that will just govern on your qualification and the team's qualification to actually deliver the products that you want to offer to the market. So we have not faced any legalities. We only had one customer once who was not too satisfied with how the product was offered. It was a device insurance product, and he was really threatening to sue, but we managed to get an arrangement with the insurance company, and we managed to reimburse him for the device that he had lost. But other than that, it's a lot more of just being positive. When you make a mistake, be quick to communicate it to your customers, and most people now have a lot of access to information, so you must always be be on your toes on what
Yeah.
you tell and what you communicate. And once you
There's
have
always
that
a place to verify.
there's always a portal to verify. We are on almost every social media handle. So any customer who has any queries or questions can just be able to face that, come walk to our office. We have if you go to our website, you'll be able to see our phone numbers. You can contact us and reach us through email or any other device. So the trick is just to address issues as quickly as you can.
And when it comes to the services that you offer to people, you make it seem like it's 100% affordable and you have no excuse whatsoever to just not have an insurance.
Yes.
How do you go about the pricing of the same?
So the pricing is okay. So the pricing rationale it comes a lot with the background we have in designing microinsurance and pricing products. But I'll let you know that some of our products are as cheap as 20 shillings every week.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
150 shillings a month, and you can cover your family up to 300 shillings a month, and you get 100,000 life insurance, 100,000 disability, 10,000 hospital cash for as little as 300 bob every month.
Yeah.
So the what we're trying to tell Kenyans is that you have really no excuse not to insure your life, to insure your health,
You got
to
them
ensure
covered.
you got you covered.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's been 2 years and you're speaking of millions. I mean, more than 10 million basically. Have you ever thought of an exit strategy? Like, I know I've invested a lot, but then somehow I feel like it's not working. People are not listening. People are not paying attention, you know.
Yeah. So how do you stop?
Yeah.
So yes. So the investment would be a lot of it. Maybe just to clarify, a lot of it is yes financial.
Yeah.
Where you put in all the money and sometimes revenues that come in and you put it back into the business. And some of it is also just like sacrificing an income. Like some of my co-founders were programming this for with the hope that at some point we'll be able to sell this and claw back the money. So half of it is cash in capital and half of it is more of service in kind. Exits, I think every entrepreneur should not be able to hold on to their business for dear life. You should be able to start seeing signs that this is not working and be able to be bold enough to fall and stand up quickly and try something new.
Something else.
So we have rolled out 1, 2, 3 different products. Some are very good at first, and then after a few years they dwindle and die off. You don't cling on to that forever. You let it go and you try something
Move on
else.
to the next.
Go to the market, ask them, is this working for you? And be able to adapt to your customer needs. So an exit strategy for me would be to build a business that is an empire and a legacy for my children, at least a little bit of it, but a good part of it to actually have enough revenue to actually do something philanthropic and big in this continent. Yeah.
There's been a lot of like advisory notes from everything that you've said,
Yes.
but then what is the one thing probably you'd say has really motivated you, like every day you wake up and this is what you live by, you know? Yeah.
One thing I'll tell anybody who is either passionate about being an entrepreneur or just passionate to start, it couldn't even not be entrepreneur, but you're just passionate about starting something. Yeah. I'd tell you to take a paper and a pen and write it down. Because the moment you have thought about it, don't let that thought disappear and just vaporize in the air. Write it down. And when you write it down, look at it and just think, pray over it. And then from writing it down, put it on your wall. And so this is what I need to achieve. Once you start to visualize it, you start a journey of actually making something big happen. Yeah. And just start asking questions. How do I get to this place? Do a lot of research. And once it's on your wall, you've already started making it a reality. Yes. So dream big, write it down, put it on your wall, and start moving.
Wow. I think I cannot even summarize that. It's just a lot. If you weren't writing everything down, I'm so sorry, you missed out on a lot. But then the last sentence that you said, if you think it, you dream it, keep it, write it down, put it on a wall, see it every day, and it's going to become a reality. Guys, that's pretty much it for this segment. We have a lot more coming up, so please stay tuned.